Hiker chat. Hi Hiker. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is doing well today. Sorry about the chat. That is a bit, it's a little scuffed at the moment. That was from last time, I believe. I might actually just start using a different chat, honestly, because, well, you see, it's not great, really. It's really not great, this chat box, but it's better than using Streamlabs. But maybe I should just use Streamlabs again. Okay, I will try using Streamlabs again, honestly. But anyways, how is everyone doing today? I'm doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Because, well, this is gonna be a game with chat. Games with chat day today, of course. Hopefully, you can all, you know, hopefully you can all be doing well. I am doing well myself. Maybe... Okay, that fixed it. That fixed it, thankfully, and thank goodness. I should... Which means I probably have to recopy it every single time, which is a bit of a hassle, but... Tea with honey. How I love thee, sir. Anyways, chat. Today I am going to be doing some Master Duel, of course, against the viewers. As long as people show up, it shouldn't be all too bad. Until then, well, let's just say I'm gonna do my best to entertain you all. I'll do a little normal TCG, as in normal Master Duel ranking, until people come and join. After people come and join, I will be 100% willing to do some games. It is, after all, the game stuff. Hi Hiker, Simon. Hi Hiker. But yes, we begin now. We begin Master Duel now, as a matter of fact. I just need to, launch it. You can do it? Thank you, Dead Man. Also, hi Hiker. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully, you are having a good day today. Because I am. I'm having a nice one. And I am finally launching Master Duel. As you can see here. Okay. Some more anniversary rewards. I am glad. Wait, what's the deadline for receiving the anniversary awards again? Oh well. Until April 9th. That's not great. But hey, it's better than nothing. Anyways, I'll do some ranked games before I hop into the viewer duels. What type of decks do I play in Master Duel? Because you'll admit you own every meta deck and most rogue decks. Well, really, the only deck I own is this at the moment. Like, well, the only serious deck I own at the moment is this. I could technically, like, buy a structure deck if I want to do a more casual game, but Like, I don't know if there's any particularly good ones right now. Like, let me look. Salamangreat. Salamangreat's a pretty decent one for more casual play. There's, of course, Dragon Maid. I like Dragon Maid. It is a fun deck. And really, I think ninjas are probably the best choice. They're a nice, fun deck and they're pretty strong, but they're also, like, not the strongest or anything. But hey. Got Mitsurugi Core and Malice Core? I have not at the moment. Currently, at the moment, I have a Bankrystal Canine deck. That's about it. It would be nice, but... Anyways, I am going to do a couple of duels while I wait for more people to filter in. And after this duel, I mean, of course, anyone can ask to play me. Well, after the couple of duels, of course. Okay, the Lost World thing I've honestly yet to see the Lost World duel field. Well, well, I guess that's pretty much gonna be that for now. For that game, at least. I want to do some more games to let people filter in. See. When they would like to play against me. Yay. Oh, this is a very strong hand, I think. I think the play here is Jalum. I'm not 100% certain. Oh no, wait, it's... No, yeah, it is Jalong, I think. Because at the moment, I have to reveal Jalong to summon it. Oh, whoops. That was a complete mistake. Instead, I just went, hey, look, here's my Jalong. Hooray. Well, I mean, it's just fine, honestly, because, like, even though I don't necessarily get to, like, 100% go off full combo, I still am able to do something similar enough. So, see my Ash and my Raisin. I really should have just done that instead, though. Seriously. Sure, actually. Yeah, it is fine. I shall search for a Holy Sue. And a Holy Sue of course, comes onto the field and, like... Yeah, during the draw phase. No need to be nervous. Hey, I'm not nervous. I'm pretty good. I understand how to play the game, as a matter of fact. I understand how to play this deck, even, very well. As you may be able to see here. Draw phase Jiaolong. Also because I have Snow Devil Raisin, it's just completely fine, really. Grabbing the dark from deck is very important. I would... I will say, though, I would honestly appreciate it if, like, people did not give advice to me, because I understand how to play this deck, okay? I am good. Sometimes misplays simply happen, you know? In this case, search for a Caesar. I'll use Holly Sue's Earth Dark effect, honestly. The Earth Dark effect is pretty useful here since, well, kind of just stops them, really. That's just how Earth Dark stuff... Oh, Amy's Ash. Ah. I see. I see. Interesting choice. Well, I mean, at least Ash stops them from using the cold buy on something else, really. And the reasons in the other columns, so even if I do need to be able to use it, I can pretty easily do it. Oh, they're just not activating it. I mean, I guess that means they just don't have a fusion. Don't have another card in hand. Alright. That's the way it goes. One more game. Chat. One more game. Then I will begin the viewer games. Dum 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 da 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 da. Okay, so let's see here. Rhoda, Azuna, Raisin, Force Release. Jewess Worm is a pretty decent hand, I'd wager. It's pretty decent. It's going up against a Fiendsmith deck of some type though, so... And searching for Fiendsmith and... Excuse me? Oh, it's Fiendsmith Telements. Well, I mean, that makes sense, but like... This doesn't trigger because this activates if it's sent by a card effect. Not by, like, anything like the other ones that are, like Wolf, for instance, or, like, just basically any of the Light Swans, really. I am going to wait for a thing. Following that thing, I am going to just, you know... Izuna. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Sharon! Pitch the foo up and mill 3 up not great cards. Sure, you can use your Dragonling if you wish. If you so wish. I guess they could go for Mouth Mech Ambersion, but that's not really a great idea, honestly. Like... Oh right, isn't Curious legal in Master Duel? Oh. Actually, no, it's probably just banned. Honestly, here's where I do the thing. Effective Lupus, and here we go. I shall Nash Knight and steal your Minerva. I don't know if they play multiple Minerva Xyz monsters, honestly. I wouldn't be too surprised, but I don't think it's super realistic for them to do that. Also, I'm pretty sure the next one they have in hand is Vice or Weiss. However you pronounce it. Ah yes, right, this asshole. This is fine. There are only 3 Lightsworn names engraved. And you can't put another one in, I don't think, at least. 2, actually. Yeah, 3. Sure. I mean, I guess normal summoning-wise makes sense. Sure. Sure, go ahead. Dump 2 Lightsworn, I guess. Use the Blue Eyes Cute Dragon, that's the card, right? Maybe. Also, hi Hiker, Legendary Axe. Hi Hiker. Welcome, welcome. In this case, I would like to banish your Fearless, so you can't destroy my Nash Knight by card effect. It's a teeny little bit annoying, but hey, better done than none. Okay, Fiendsmith Engraver. Sure. Summon out your Engraver. Engrave yourself onto the world or whatever. Is that even a saying? I don't think that's a saying. Being completely real. I mean, at least they have this. I won't keep this off though. I'll unoff it when it's time for Druisworm to die. Oh wait, like there's no real reason to keep it on anyways, because I mean if Druisworm dies then really, you know, if Druisworm dies then I get to send something and there's no other interaction that I have. No other interaction whatsoever. Da 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 da. Wonder how his timer looks? Honestly, to me, like, I would say the timer's almost certainly just, like, fine. This preventing it from being targeted is annoying, but sure, that's mainly okay. thing is Lightsworn Aegis. Lightsworn Aegis is really annoying. Well, saying it is really annoying is not exactly correct. It's going to be really annoying. Not particularly that annoying, but like it'll be fine. Okay, telement stuff, that's sure. Da 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 da. Havness, sure. Havness is good. Milling the Fearless, hard milling though, isn't great for me, because then they can tribute and pop my Nash Knight if they really wanna. If they don't wanna, that would be completely fine with me though. Go on. Ah, thank goodness they do not actually want to. Apparently they want to make an Agnum Day or something. Nope, they're just gonna pass with Rune. I mean, okay. That is a useful draw. So for now, Nash Knight is gonna come out. I'm gonna try turning it into N.Ash. Well, that is N.Ash. I'm gonna try turning it into Silent Honor Arc. And with Silent Honor Arc, I just suck up. The Minerva. And like, this is an extremely good way to bait out stuff like negates, honestly. Like, if you're able to suck up a Minerva, for instance, they're likely gonna negate it, since, I forget, but I'm pretty sure Minerva's quite good. At least staying on the field, because staying on the field prevents Minerva from being destroyed by card effects. Okay, you're letting me do it. Okay. I see, that's certainly a choice. Now to the battle phase, and now to main phase 2, in which I summon, well, Zeus. And yeah, Zeus is just Zeus. Which means, if I use it twice, then I should have my effects negated twice. Desiree's fine. I'll respond with another Zeus. You'll likely respond with Lightsworn Aegis or something. Oh, so you're actually getting rid of all of your own cards. I see. And that means that Zeus actually does work anyways. That was kind of a mistake, I would wager. Kind of a very slight mistake. Now, reason for either Mad Love or Borga. Honestly, Borga's better, but I like Mad Love. Sure. Go ahead, summon your Havness. And do not mill a singular thing. Maxi, Weiss, and another thing. Okay, you milled a singular thing, but it wasn't a particularly good singular thing. So, to me, that's more than good enough. Honestly, like, being able to just mill Weiss, sure. Now I'll get Holy Sue out, revealing my Borga, and with Borga, well, you know, Holy Sue is certainly a choicefully powerful card. That was a choice of where to summon the Minerva. Sure. That was certainly a choice. Are you going to send another Desiree? That seems a little weird. No, you're just sending a Lacrima. That makes a surprising amount of sense, I would say. Okay. What does Lacrima even get here, really? Now let's Holy Sue for a quick little effect. Lacrima? Sure. That is reasonably fine. Da 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 da. Okay, no, I don't think I will activate the effect, actually. Not yet, at least. Sure. Sure. Fiendsmith's Requiem is a resolving card. Oh, excuse me for 1 second after this. So at this point, no, not really. I'll just search for a, you know, Jalmong. And then Borga effect. Link for rock. And now the game is completely under control. Yay. Gotta love adding back raisin every turn. It is fantastically strong. You wonder what my real expression looks like? Well, I'm smiling because I'm having a fun time. Honestly, like, that's what I'm looking like at the moment. Add a Vanquished Soul from deck to hand. I add the Caesar Valias. And then, technically, I could do something to get rid of that, but honestly, I think it's just better at the moment to just do this. Because I usually like summoning out this full board. It's nice and very useful. Dun 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 dun. Now this for a Jerkle, or honestly actually probably just another Azuna. Azuna is very important. Make the Ripper. Ripper grabs a copy of a Vanquished Soul or a Canine Monster. Honestly, like, this is just kind of bullying at this point. But I don't mind. Bullying T-Elements is always ethical. That's a joke. Mm-hmm. So, of the cards that are in the graveyard at the current moment, really the worst I have to worry about are the Fiendsmiths, I guess. Obviously, like, the Fiendsmiths out of these are like the worst ones. Now I think I want to... So let's see. There's also Engrave, a single copy of Engraver. So I'll do this, into SP, banish this Engraver from field, and then summon my Azuna, and use my Azuna to overlay with the Jowlong. Well, actually to overlay with the Lupus. Into a Ripper. I don't actually need to send anything to the graveyard, but I do need to make Ripper, because it is important. Now this is what this deck gets ya. Yay! Dun 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 dun. Vanquish Soul Canine. It's one of the best decks of all time, really. It's kind of indisputable. They have something in their hand. Interesting. Heavy Borg is important though, so I shall leave it to the Borg. It's the Borgs. That's very silly. Anyways, now I rip her back that effect of the Engraver to the grave. Just die. Die, please, Engraver? I like tea. And then, right, Judgment Dragon, I forgot about that one. Anyways, he doesn't really matter because I just werewolf pop him. Dun, 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 dun. Then one final move. Presumably, at least. I think I am going to... do something along these lines. You know what? Sure. Go ahead with your Quebec. I mean, like, sure. That's completely fine. I'm not losing anything at the moment here. And then you pass because you do not have any cards to actually play. Right? Right? As I said. Now I do 6,600 life points for game. Yay! And that's game. Anyways, I will set up the room now. The Viewer Duels room. And I'll also set up a couple of things that I have added for the sake of making Viewer Duels easier and better. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. So, dual room, create a room. I'll do the room max occupancy 16, I guess. Dual time will be long, and room list permissions off. Honestly. And I will change the deck that I am playing, obviously, to Vanquish Soul Canine. And now I shall copy and paste the room ID to both chats. What's my favorite Overframe card from what I've seen? There's a lot of Overframe cards. So I think one of my favorite would have to be probably the probably one of the, not sure about that actually. There's a lot of different overframes, as I said. So let me quickly check. Okay. Now 1 second. I am just doing a quick check on a puppy in the house. Okay, I am returned. You're new in my streams, though? That's completely fine. You don't need to be particularly, well established in order for me to, actually play against you. In fact, if I indeed... This does get you to the room, right? Yeah. Yeah. I do, in fact, have a thing that is useful. I'll turn it off studio mode for now. I have a thing that's very useful for now. But anyways, if you want to play against me, well... If you want to skip the queue and play against me next, you can either give me $6 or 1 Twitch sub. And that will make me choose to duel against you next. You gotta make sure to include your username as well though, if you are doing that. But for now, I shall go against Dinotopian. I won't, to be clear, I am probably not going to... To be clear, I'm probably not going to, mention... Oh, wait, right. Hold on a sec. This needs to be increased a little bit. Just never mind. It's fine if people see my hand a bit. Okay. Oh, Malice, I see. Sure. I don't mind Malice. They're an interesting deck. Quite fun, quite strong. But also could be better to play against as an experience. It's probably the Malice Mitsu deck you mentioned, in which case, like, that's reasonable. Reasonably fair enough. So, this for backup. Wizard Agnista has Chessie. Nope, has not in fact been banished yet. That should be, as a matter of fact, fine. Because now, when you link for your thing, I am going to do a thing to it in response. You gotta go and clean? Okay. Bye-bye, code, JGR X. Bye-bye, code. Have a good cleaning time, hopefully. Also, I cannot believe that link decoder is still legal in this format, really. Like, seriously. For some reason, this card is still 110% completely legal in Master Duel. I don't get it. It's just weird. Why would you keep Link Decoder legal while banning, like, Red Ransom? Honestly, banning White Binder does more to hurt the deck than banning Red Ransom does, even if it's still somewhat viable in the TCG. Because banning White Binder stops it from being as, well, let's just say, swingy as the Master Duel. It's still topping in TCG? Yeah, I know that. I am just saying, I am personally of the opinion that White Binder itself is actually significantly more important to the deck than the effect of Red Ransom. Like, see, White Binder has drawn another card after Chessie Cap's drawn a card already. So, really, that's about how you should expect stuff like this to go. Malice decks are, well, yeah. Well, without Red Ransom, I guess you can't add from deck to hand the spell as easily. That being said, it's probably not that big of a deal. Okay. Technically, you can go that into that into that. They've all already been banished though, so that's probably a bit less powerful than one would expect. Yep, as I said, back up to hand and back up for a copy of March Hare, presumably. Oh no, back up for Dormouse. I mean, you did normal summon already? Alright, that makes sense, actually, because, wait, aren't you Cyburst locked through the effect of Wizard? I mean, I guess that's fine. Oh, wait, right. I forgot Master Duel Malice still has this shit. Why is Splash Mage still legal? SMH. SMH. Anyways, yeah. I am assuming there is something coming with the, you know, stuff along the lines of synchro summoning, then overlaying. Well, not synchro summoning. You can't synchro summoning. I mean, as in link summoning a big guy. Transcode? Sure, this makes sense. Okay, I guess I can't target or destroy anything? No. No, wait. I can target them, I just can't destroy them. I guess that makes sense, actually. I mean, if you plan to go Allied Code Talker at Ignista, then, like, you get 2 summons back instead of just the 1. Though... Oh, right. Cyburst Wicked. Yeah, right. Cyburst monsters this card points to cannot be destroyed by card effects. And linking for Allied Code Talker at Ignister. That is fair enough. Well, I mean, that's specifically 2 monsters here. But it doesn't actually stop me from playing the game significantly well, honestly. Like, the biggest threats are the cards that were drawn off of either Whitebinder or Jessie Cat, really. Aside from that, there's not particularly much of a threat, to be honest. So for now, I think I am going to start with Case for K9. Like, reasonably it can be negated, but I don't think you would honestly want to negate it. So I'm probably just gonna be in Azuna. Jokel Azuna, of course. And with the Azuna, I am going to overlay. If this resolves, of course. If this resolves. I've made sure not to telegraph anything in particular. Aside from the canines, obviously, but... Oh, you're using your Allied Code Talker at Ignister effect to negate and banish my Jokel? Sure, that's fine enough with me. And now I must simply Raisin for Holly Sue. Any response will prompt something else from me. But it is fine, of course. It is completely fine. I'll Fire and Dark, hit the Allied card, because that's really the most annoying part of this field. Like, if anything, Allied card really sucks to play against. I mean, I guess you can use Lingaribo to attribute and summon it back. I'm not necessarily 100% certain that's the correct option, though. So, in this case, let me just... Holy Sue, of course. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Dominus Impulse in response, though. Which is why I have other cards that I can use. Well, at this point, might as well. Like, if I steal your Transcode Talker, and then I go for Heavy Borger to bounce my own Raisin or something. Doesn't even need to be Raisin, can also just be Holy Sue. Then I can deal a bunch of damage to you, and even if you try to protect yourself, I'm able to, well, you know. inflict damage. Then you're gonna GWC? Sure. I'm probably going to, in that case, bounce back my Raisin, to be honest. So there's one banished chassis cat already, and there are 2 malice monsters in grave. Also, thankfully, I do not actually have any monsters in my grave, so... Monsters in my own grave? Nuh-uh. Dormouse is the one that cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay, so I think... Oh wait, right, that's... Whoops. You know what? I think this is completely fine. I mean, I don't need to actually worry about this because... Really? It is very well layered, though, to be completely clear. It's extremely well layered. It's just that I'm not sure that matters. Because, like, Caesar Valius, of course, gets unaffected. Even if you search for, what's the name? You know, March Hare. Losing my Borger's, like, not really that big of a deal. And I think I will go to the battle phase. At least a little. This is viewer duels? Yes, it is in fact viewer duels. Attempt to move to the battle phase, and I will bait out your March Hare. If you use it, then, like, Sure. Thank you for triggering my Azuna. But yes, it is indeed viewer duels. Not gonna activate you. Also, hi Hiker, Burner Power. Hi Hiker. Welcome. The stream is indeed going well. I am going to do some pretty decent stuff with my cards. Called by the graving my lupus? I mean, sure. It's not like I needed it anyways, really. In this case, I'm gonna put your Dormouse in attack position. So that I can just, you know, attack over it. And now here's the thing about Vanquish Soul Canine. It can just play through everything, really. Like, it really just can kind of do that. Da 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 dum. Da 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 da. Now let me think. Is there anything else particularly necessary? I don't think so. The lowest attack is the transcode talker. Then there's the Magnamart. Then the Ripper does a decent amount of damage. And then I'll attack directly with my, of course, Caesar. Main 2. Rock's gonna add back the Caesar. And I am going to, of course, do a quick little thing with my Holy Sir. The instant Holy Sir hits the board this turn, I win the duel. You see, this is because a little thing called... Oh wait, what did you target? Whitebinder? Obviously Whitebinder. But like, as I was saying, this is because of a little thing called Vanquished Soul Heavy Borger's burn effect. Which is honestly one of Malice's greatest weaknesses. Like, Malice really just can't play against Heavy Borger's burn. It's incredibly hard for the deck to, like, get anything really particularly done. And I also have Raisin in my hand, so even if the Holy Suit doesn't resolve, that is completely fine. Because then I can use my Rock to summon out the Raisin and grab Borger that way. Ash Blossom? Sure. I shall negate that with my Ripper. Thank you, Ripper. Thank you for negating things. And Holy Sir brings out my Heavy Borger. And now, finally, inflicting an additional 1500 damage to the life points of my opponent. In response to, of course, whatever they choose to chain, I will win the game. And that's how you win with Vanquished Soul Canine. Against Malice, at least. Down to run a game? Absolutely. The room code is pinned in the chat, by the way. I am going to wait for... I am simply gonna wait for other people. Never drill Mitsu? Fair enough. Mitsurugis are fine, but they're nice. I have fun with this, though. I had fun. Tutor? Okay. I assume this is you, Tutor 2006? Okay. Then let us run a game. If you drew Mitsu, you would have tons of negates. Well, maybe. Honestly, the way I like to think of it is, if you draw something, that doesn't necessarily... If you don't draw something, you didn't draw it. Drawing Malice is a bad hand? Okay, yeah. But that doesn't necessarily mean you would have won if you'd drawn Mitsurugi as well. Okay, Sir Punk. I see. I see. Oh. And here we go for dinner. Is that almond? Okay. No. Honestly, there's a lot of different things I can do. Rising scale. Rising scale's a little bit annoying. They get to synchro for the 11, I believe, so I think that this realistically will be, you know, just fine. Yeah, I get it. No more going on about how you were gonna win completely and totally in your Mitsurugi combo. If you keep going on about that, well, let's just say that I do not believe I will be tolerating that for much longer. Okay? Okay. Oh wow, Ghost Ogre is slightly annoying. I guess that's completely reasonable though. I don't really like when people complain about things that are outside of their control, really. Like, sure, if you could have played differently maybe, but I drew bad is not great, in my opinion. Oh, materia reactors. Interesting. I like materia reactors. They are very cool. Materia reactor punk, with goblin bikers as well. I see. So, presumably this is... It might be... Oh, it's not zombies. I was hoping it was zombies. It might be zombies still? Materia reactor punk zombies. With goblins as well. Goblin zombies. Like goblin zombie itself. Okay. You may have my Azuna, but you may never have my freedom. I am a silly of many different types of things. Okay, mean merciless, sure. Mean merciless, 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 mean merciless. Goblin bikers gone wild. All I can think of when I see Goblin Bikers Gone Wild is like the whole, you know, the whole bit about like Goblin Bikers Gone Wild from that one, the Curry Bandits video, honestly, because like, really, like, it is a funny video and it is a very funny bit. Okay, Exceeds Armor Fortress. Are you gonna link it to Saryuja or something with these four? Because that would be extremely interesting to me. I like Saryuja. He is a friend. He is Skull Dragon, but he is in fact a friend. Now Chariot Gold Pride as well. I see. I like it. How many cards in here? 45 plus 1 material, 2, 3, 43. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 10. That's 57 cards. 58. Probably just 60 cards, really. Probably just 60 cards. But realistically, to be completely honest, yeah, I can kind of get why you would need a 60 card deck for this. Going punk into Materiactor, into Gold Pride and Goblins and whatever else you want to do. That is the game. Okay, mean effect. And then are you gonna overlay into the Materiactor Exegard finally? Yep. And use the counter trap. I assume you're probably going to get something else too. But this is certainly a choice of deck. My hand's interesting. It's not necessarily going to win 100% of the time, but it could do pretty decently. Also, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure the guy full armored exceeds. Yep, full armored exceeds to hand. And then Magnemite resolves. I'll think about what to grab here actually. Almost certainly it'll just be Caesar Valius, really. Caesar Valius is useful. Extremely useful if you're playing a Vanquish Soul deck, which, as a matter of fact, I am. But first, I probably should have played that in one of the sides, just in case of an imperm. Oh, that's fine. Ash Blossom is completely fine. Sure. I am wondering why you're doing this, though. This one summons a goblin in graveyard, so probably just summoning back Gabonga or something? So you can use it as an interruption? Ah, and full armored exceeds. This makes sense. And you're gonna exceed these two into another interruption. Cicada King? Yeah. Sounds right. Okay, so Gabonga is if a material is detached from a monster, right? So, in that case, I probably do want to go into the battle phase and kill the IP at the moment. Because, like, well, either kill the IP or kill the Exegard. Honestly, I'll just Lantern here. Letting the Lantern resolve is a bit interesting to me. Do I use Zuna here or not? Probably not, because that would trigger the effects of... There's no Materiactors in that's Exceeds. I just won't use the effect of Azuna then. Full Armored Exceeds, sure. Yep. Gonna attach my Azuna specifically, I see. Then link for the IP? I guess that's fair enough. for SP. Honestly, I really like the SP art. It is adorable, this new SP art. Now in this case, because there is this, there's also the materia reactor counter trap, but that relies on there being a materia reactor on the field. Oh, the Gabonga's been linked away as well, so I feel like if anything I'd want to use Norai's effect, at least to bait out an interruption at this point. Gold Pride, start your engines? Sure. That is completely reasonable. Since I get Jarkle, I get to add from deck to hand with the Jarkle. I'm gonna try going to battle phase first. Sure. Pinballer equips both. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I kind of just get FTK'd. Thank you for the game. Good game. Yeah, it seems like a fun deck. I don't know if I'd call it the best deck, but fun. Definitely fun, to say the absolute least. If anyone else wants to have a game, I will be willing to host, but otherwise, Unfortunately, there aren't very many here today, it seems like. Presumably they were expecting it to be yesterday and instead got caught off guard when it was today. Which, I mean, I guess that's reasonable. So, instead, I'll just double check the Duel room just to make sure anyone else is there. No more, really? Okay. In that case, gonna finish up today's stream early. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. I enjoyed it myself. Thanks everyone for coming along. See you again in a couple of weeks' time. And with that, bye-bye, Kerr. Bye-bye. Bye. Have a good day. Well, not a couple of weeks' time. Probably just next week. And probably at the correct time, too. But bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.